We're here with Priscilla Anderson from Merritt Island. She's out here protesting Monsanto. Could you tell us a little bit more about what inspired you to come out here today?
I grow a lot of my own food, and one of the reasons is because I'm very concerned about the food supply now in the United States. Unless you are buying certified organic, mostly all of the food has a huge amount of pesticides and herbicides used on it. If you do not believe me, go to the farm and look and watch. These people that work, the pesticides and herbicides they use, they have to use a full suit and a mask to protect themselves from these chemicals that supposedly are safe for us to eat. And it's not. It is not. If you Google it, you can see what all of these pesticides and herbicides can do to you. A lot of other countries have banned using these pesticides and herbicides because of the severe effects that it can do on your kidney, on your liver, cause cancer. Good idea to grow as much food as you can. What you cannot grow, you need to be buying organic, because if you're not, you're supporting this called Monsanto, and you're helping them to stay in business. Thank you.
For the average person out here who hears that word Monsanto, can you tell them what exactly that means?
Monsanto is one of several chemical companies. They're based in the United States. There's other companies as well that are producing these chemicals. They advertise them. They do not tell people to protect themselves from how toxic they are. I feel that they should at least warn people sufficiently to protect themselves from using Roundup. Is a big problem. A lot of these plants are becoming they cannot use Roundup on them anymore. It's not working. So they want to now use 2,4-D, which is much, much worse. Google that and you will see what 2,4-D, it was part of Agent Orange. They took one chemical out of Agent Orange, and that's DDT, and we're not allowed to use that anymore, but the 2,4-D is part of DDT, is part of DDT, and that is what they want to start using on our plants too.
We're here with Cynthia Branch Howard from Port St. John. She's here to protest Monsanto. Could you tell us a little bit more about why you're out here today?
I'm here for my children and my grandchildren. I'm a cancer survivor. My mother's passed from cancer, many multitude family members, and I believe that we're getting it through our food supply. And I believe it's through pesticides that they're spraying on our food and that we're ingesting.
And how did you originally hear about Monsanto and these GMOs?
I believe the first time I heard about it was on Facebook. And from there, it's been 3 or 4 years now.
Is this your first protest?
It is.
Okay.
It is. Okay. I wasn't well enough last year, but I am this year.
Do you plan to continue to do this? And
I absolutely do.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Until it's done.
All right. Thanks for your time. We're here with Janet Mosley from Titusville, Florida. She's out here on Cocoa Beach to protest Monsanto. Could you tell us a little bit more about how you heard about this and why you decided to get involved?
I heard about it on Facebook, and I wanted to come down here and march against Monsanto's because they're contaminating so much of our food and they're bioengineering so much of it. And I'm afraid if it's not changed, then we won't have grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Our great-grandchildren won't have children. They're polluting and creating chemicals that aren't going to go away. And the more they create, the more they're going to concentrate. So it's the GMOs where they modify our food, and they don't tell us. They're not required yet to tell us what food is modified. So you don't even have a choice of what you're eating.
Now, you said you heard about this event on Facebook. As far as Monsanto, the company itself, did you find out about that from friends, or did you look up online, or how did you originally find out about them?
About Monsanto's? Oh, I've known about Monsanto's for years. I stopped eating processed food several years ago because you don't know what you're eating. And I was sick, I didn't feel good, and the doctor wanted my gallbladder out, and I didn't want to get my gallbladder out, so I had to make changes.
Okay. So you went online, I'm sure, many places.
A lot of research. I read, first book I read was Eat to Live, and then I read the China study, And I read numerous articles and videos and books and things telling me, explaining studies that have been done. And now it's finally, even in mainstream medicine, there's a magazine I read called Medscape, and it's for the doctors to read. And now they're starting to talk about it in mainstream medicine, which I think is a big plus.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to tell us why you're out here today, and thanks and good luck.
Yes, thank you. Hope everybody changes.
We're here with Cindy Maton. She's out here to march against Monsanto. Can you tell us a little bit more about this company and why you're out here today?
Well, it just scares me that the food that I'm eating, there's so much with GMOs in it, and I'm really concerned that they're afraid to label. United States and Canada are the only two countries that have not labeled GMOs, and I think it's so important. Let me choose. If we're going to have modified food, let me at least choose what I want to eat.
How did you hear about all this GMO and this march? How did you find out about this online? Did you do your own research?
No, I've been researching it for about 2 years now when we watched a movie that was amazing. It was Meet Your Meat. And then we've been watching all the different movies you can get online that talk about the 7 companies that run the food corporation and the media corporations. And so I just thought it was really important that we start learning about it, because being ignorant is the easiest thing we can do, and learning about it, at least we have a chance to know what we're doing. Woo!
Is this the first time you've done a street side protest?
Yes! And I'm so excited.
So do you think you'll continue to do these?
Absolutely. Just trying to get the word out, teach my students that they're the ones that are going to be mostly affected, as we have been all these years. But they've been modifying food for a long time, and it's now time we all know about it.
Okay, well, thanks for taking the time to speak with us today.
Okay, thank you.